dream of fairies and princesses? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dougal.
And Patrick Dougal.
What?
Do you want to be a Jedi?
Yeah.
Do you want to be a Jedi? Is that a thing?
Sure.
Okay, cool. We're getting closer to real life Jedi, man, because Disney has put in for a patent to basically make lightsabers. This sounds cool. They put in the application for it. It's called an audience interaction projection system.
Yeah. Because when I first heard patent on lightsaber, I'm like, that's real dangerous.
Yes,
but it's more of like a virtual, like, there's still going to be a light that comes out of this thing, but it also is going to be able to like block like lasers and stuff.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's going to be a drone of sorts that shoots lasers at you, and the point is with this lightsaber, you're going to be able to deflect the laser shots. Question is, number one, just because you got a patent on something or an application, it doesn't mean it's actually going to become anything. You know, Imagineering tests stuff all the time. It goes nowhere. Is it going to be a personal meet and greet experience? Can you imagine? You go meet Kylo Ren and he like shoots you with something and you're like deflecting. Yeah. That would be cool. Will it be part of a ride? Instead of an Astro Blaster, you'll have a lightsaber. I will say very recently, I actually went over to a friend's place who has virtual reality system set up in his place and played a Star Wars game. And at one point, like, the remote that you're holding became a lightsaber. And I was like, oh my.
I have it.
Like, it was a really cool thing. And it was exactly what they said. The droids came in and started shooting lasers at me. And then I had to deflect it with the lightsaber. And I was just like, because I was pretty terrible at, like, the whole aiming
don't
thing.
give Jeff a lightsaber.
No. But this is really exciting.
Yeah.
The other thing that they mentioned is, you know, in order for the effect to work, you need to be like in a fog-filled room or something, which is how lasers work. You can't really see a laser unless it's going through fog. So it sounds awesome. The big question for me has always been, how do you stop a laser? Like, if you're creating a lightsaber, there's a beginning and an end. If you shoot a laser just goes on forever. So if they're creating a lightsaber with a laser, how are they going to stop that? I don't know. But it's not my job to figure it out.
Nope, Imagineering.
It's the Imagineering's job. And who knows, maybe even the saber won't even be a laser. Maybe, I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Hopefully, we'll find out. Soon. But you'll lose your mind.
Maybe.
Young Jedi Patrick. You would lose your mind.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. I hope they're for the children in Jedi training.
No. No.
They would lose so much money just trying to replace these things that the children wield around. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. So
that's happening.
Uses drones, laser beams, and reflective devices. Speaking of Star Wars, some fantastic Star Wars news. Although I never doubted it, it's now confirmed John Williams is composing the music for Star Wars Episode 8.
Yeah.
Just found out he's 84 years old. Guys, this scares me. Let's just say retire. Let's just use the word retire. At some point, John Williams will retire. And it might be before the completion of the Star Wars saga or it's Indiana Jones.
I feel like he would die before retire.
I was using the word retire instead of die. It was a code, Patrick. Did you not get that?
No.
You didn't get that?
I thought he just wanted to, retire.
No, he'll never retire. This is interesting, though. Let me tell you, if I were Daisy Ridley, I would be like, I can die happy. Because did you hear the quote? Mm-mm. This is the reason why he wants to compose Star Wars Episode 8. He was, quote, enchanted by actress Daisy Ridley's portrayal of Rey and does not want another composer scoring her scenes.
No.
No what?
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's what he was like? He's like, no. If I were Daisy Ridley, that's better than an Oscar right there.
There it is.
John Williams saying he loves your performance of a character so much He wants to, at 84 years old, be the only one to score your scenes. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Yay, Daisy Ridley.
Golf clap.
Golf clap for her. Yay. So it's nice to have that confirmation. What else is going on? Patrick? Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
You hear about this?
Maybe.
They're having an anniversary screening.
Of course.
We went to one. When was that? March, April, May, something like that?
Yeah.
May-ish? I don't know. Several months ago. Here in LA, they had a 25th anniversary screening. Well, they're actually doing it in New York City as well. And it's going to be ahead of the New York Film Festival on September 18th. Here's the cool thing. Do you know about the history of Beauty and the Beast and the New York Film Festival?
I do not.
The New York Film Festival showed Beauty and the Beast a couple of months before it was finished as part of the New York Film Festival. Ooh. So it was shown as like a super rough cut of the film originally. And like got a standing ovation. You remember this? Don Hahn told this story when he was on the show. You don't remember?
He told a lot of stories.
Yeah, he did. But it's kind of like a nice full circle thing. It was one of the first venues the public saw it, and now 25 years later, it's going to be there. And Robbie Benson will be there for the voice of the Beast, Paige O'Hara, the voice of Belle, Angela Lansbury, Mrs. Potts, and Richard White, Gaston. We had more people.
Yeah, we
at
had
ours.
more. Sorry.
So, yeah. But no, that'll be really
ours
cool.
was at the Oscar Theater as well. Or what?
It's the Academy building. Yeah. The Oscar Theater, yes. No, it was at the Academy building. And, yeah, but this is cool. I remember saying to you when we went to the one here in LA, I was like, why now? Like, this is because Beauty and the Beast is November, I think. I think the actual anniversary is November.
But then the DVD is September, so it makes more sense for the New York one. But I
have a feeling that little presentation that we went to is going to be on the Blu-ray. There were cameras there.
There were
cameras, and there were no projection screens. I have a feeling that it's going to be a little special feature.
Probably.
Yep. So,
that's why it was before the DVD.
True. They're probably like mastering it and everything. But, yeah, Beauty and the Beast, listen, doesn't get much better than Beauty and the Beast. September 18th, if you're in New York City, check out the tickets to the New York Film Festival and go see it.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, Beauty and the Beast is very exciting news.
Yes.
But there's some extraordinarily exciting news, at least on your behalf.
Yeah.
That recently came out.
Uh-huh. You want to know what that is?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, we finally got a confirmation that besides Beauty and the Beast becoming a live action film, The Little Mermaid is too becoming a Disney live action film. There is a Universal one coming out as well, but Disney has finally confirmed they're doing one.
Who's involved?
But there are two special people involved. One of them being Alan Menken, obviously, and the other one being Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Who's he? I have no idea who he is.
Well, it seems like he's becoming part of the Disney family real quick.
Yeah.
Already did songs for Moana, doing live-action Mary Poppins, and now helping compose with Alan Menken for Little Mermaid live-action, because we're going to have like some of the same songs that we know and love, but there'll be brand new songs as well.
Yeah, so they'll have the movie to pull from. They'll have the Broadway musical to pull from. They'll have supposedly some of now obviously Alan Menken writes music, so Lin-Manuel will write lyrics. Apparently some of the songs we know and love will have new lyrics.
Yeah.
So he'll be working on some of the classics and some new songs. So
it's pretty exciting.
I'm curious if any of the Broadway songs end up in the movie. And it's kind of, it's confirmation that it's a musical.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, it's one of those things where like,
this is kind of like
we've done
sacred
Cinderella,
territory.
We've done Beauty and the Beast, like, I mean, Little Mermaid's quintessential.
Yeah, this is...
And it's obviously we have to backfire Universals.
Well, I think honestly, I think that's more of what it is. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure this was in development for a long time, but I'm sure when Universal announced it, they're like, no, we unofficially own that property. We need to take this back. So we'll see. Universals will probably come out first, right? It won't be a musical, I'm sure. I'm sure Sebastian won't be in it, but it'll probably be very dark. And frankly, it might even be better. I don't know. I'm scared. Whenever they touch Mermaid, I'm just scared. It's sacred to me.
Well,
and Broadway did not do its service or justice. So
We're getting it anyway.
We're getting Lin-Manuel Miranda. You were the first person I thought of when I heard this news, and yeah, I'm excited.
What's happening?
We'll see. So I'm trying to think who did lyrics for the Broadway show, because now there'll be 3 lyricists involved: Ashman, whoever did the Broadway one, and Lin-Manuel.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. And who is going to play Ariel? I don't know. Who's going to play Ursula? That's the most important. Do you think Ursula will just be like a CG character? Oh, I hope not. Anyway, that's huge news. Other big names. Have you ever heard of this man named James Cameron?
I believe so, but I refer to him as Jim Cameron.
Oh, Jimmy Boy Cammy?
I still don't know. It's like back every article I read, it's like James, what?
Professionally, it's James. If you're friendly with him, it's Jim.
Jim.
So Jim Cameron, director of Titanic, yes. Well, he's going to be at Destination D.
Yeah.
Which is happening in Florida on November 19th and 20th at the Contemporary Resort, which means we're going to be getting lots of
Avatar news.
What's the official Pandora, the land of Avatar? That's the official name.
Pandora, the world of
Avatar. The world of Avatar. Thank you.
Land. It is a world.
I'm sorry. It's a world within Walt Disney World. Yes, Pandora, the world.
Within Animal Kingdom.
Within Animal Kingdom, yes. So John Landau and Joe Rohde will be there as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Rohde was not fired, as was rumored, for about 12 hours or so. Did you see that?
No.
Oh no. Well, Imagineering recently had a bunch of layoffs, and the Twitterverse went a little like, was Joe Rohde fired? And he just got on Twitter's like, no, I'm still here.
No, and his earring is still here.
His earring's still here. I'm curious if he's ever had surgery. When we interview him, that's going to be like my first question. How many times have you had surgery on that ear? He does tilt a little this way, if you've ever noticed. For those of you listening, I'm tilting to the left. But yeah, they're all going to be there talking about Avatar, and I don't know. I'm ready for some new news about Avatar, because I really do feel like it's like every little new piece of information we get, isn't that new? I don't know. Is it just me, or
it's just like slowly coming along.
Very slowly. And
chugging.
I want some big announcements. I mean, if you're bringing James Cameron, I'm like, you got a big announcement.
I mean, let's be honest. It's not supposed to be open till like
2017.
Next year.
Yeah.
But like end of next year.
Yeah.
So we've got D23 to go through.
That's true. And James Cameron was at the last D23, where they really didn't announce that much.
They had more on like the show floor than the actual like panel.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a cheap guy to get to appear at these things, I'm sure. So I don't know. I feel like if you got Jimmy with you, use Jimmy, right? Jim Cam?
Jim Cam.
Hashtag Jim Cam. Nice. He's going to appreciate that.
I'm sure.
But yeah, so 19th and 20th, if you're at Walt Disney World, if you go, let us know. I had a buddy who was like, hey, you want to go to Destination D? And I was like, no, I'm going to literally have just gotten back from Orlando.
In Florida.
Plus, it's like the overpriced D23 Expo with less to do.
Yeah.
That's what I call Destination D. But, whatever. Speaking of Animal Kingdom, though, did you hear about this? Yeah. What? Go.
Are we talking about cutting the hours?
Yes!
Yeah.
This is Bull Roar.
Yeah.
So, Disney's Animal Kingdom is cutting their hours. Now, listen, it makes sense to a point. It's getting darker earlier in the night. So I get that.
And summer is technically ending.
Yeah, which is the bigger part of it. Supposedly, the nighttime entertainment will still happen. Mm-hmm. There will still be nighttime safaris and performances and stuff. Although, Jungle Book Alive with Magic going away September 5th. So, does that mean we're getting ready for Rivers of Light? I doubt it. There's no word on that. That would be a nice surprise. They'd be very smart to premiere that the night that the Electrical Parade ends.
Ooh.
That'd be smart. Or the night after, so that people don't have to pick and choose which one to go to. But
yeah.
Yeah?
If they can do it, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a short amount of time.
I don't know. I still don't think it's ready, so it sounds like that space is going to be just empty for a while, which is not good. But, it kind of sounds like to me the Animal Kingdom nighttime stuff was a failure.
A bit.
Yeah, you weren't that thrilled with it. I haven't really heard anybody rave about it. The main point of it never happened. So, although, I don't know, what's bigger, nighttime safaris or Rivers of Light?
Rivers of Light, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
100%.
That's what everyone wanted.
Okay, well then there's the...
Nighttime safaris.
We see it during the day.
Get out of here.
With more light and no fake sunsets.
Ugh.
Your favorite, right? Well... I'm not going to get to see Jungle Book Alive with Magic, nor will I probably see Rivers of Light, because I'm assuming it ain't opening. So also happening at Walt Disney World, I actually didn't realize this was going through such a huge renovation. Planet Hollywood?
Yeah.
Which I love. Planet Hollywood, which was part of Disney Springs, which was part of Downtown Disney. How long has that been there? Was it like there even before Downtown Disney? I don't even know.
It's been there a while.
Long time.
It's been closed for a while.
Yeah, well, it was open last time I was there. That was almost a year ago. It was October. There was definitely construction being done on it. I love the food at Planet Hollywood. LA lasagna all the way. And I used to go to, like, you know how people go to every Hard Rock Cafe?
Yeah.
Any vacation I went on with my family, I dragged them to a Planet Hollywood. There's only like half dozen of them left in the world, so I don't have to drag them around as much, but they used to be everywhere. I'm very happy that it's still at Walt Disney World, although I haven't been in a long time. But Guy Fieri is getting in on the game there, which is interesting. If you don't know Guy, he is from...
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah, Triple D. He on the Food Network, and I ate at his restaurant in Times Square, and I gotta be honest, like, he's a very big personality, talks about lots of flavor and stuff.
Not a lot of flavor.
There wasn't a ton of flavor.
Oh.
I gotta be honest, like, the decor of the place was awesome. I think Guy's American something. It's in like Times Square in New York, but I remember just being like, I'd expect more from this. So hopefully, I mean, I love burgers, Guy. So
it's very interesting how many Food Network people are getting in on Disney property because
Giada, right?
Cat Cora has a pizza place on Boardwalk. Mm-hmm. Also in Disney Springs, Morimoto's Asia just opened.
Yeah.
So Disney's just becoming all Food Network stars.
Well, I mean, they're the best, right?
Sure.
And so Disney hires the best, but also, and I don't think they do, but do they maybe have an affiliation with Disney? Because I know they've definitely done like some of those cupcake challenge type of shows, like in Disney California Adventure. And a lot of the Food Network people come to Food and Wine. So they, what's his name? It's Robert Irvine comes to Food and Wine, and doesn't Tyler, what's his name? Tyler Florence or something like that?
I have no idea. I was going to say, it seems, especially World, I know it's more like HGTV and like ABC too.
ABC too? Okay, does Disney own HGTV as well?
I don't know. Probably Disney owns everything.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's somehow... Because Disney stuff's always on Travel Channel. Mm-hmm. And isn't Travel and Food Network owned by the same people? I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I'm sure there's some little connection there. So, yeah, but... Guy, I hope your burgers are awesome. To be honest, I probably wouldn't try it, though. Because if I go to Planet Hollywood, LA lasagna.
But what if they take it off?
No, they will not take it off. They did confirm. No. He's only doing the burger menu. They did confirm that a lot of the favorites will be back. Have you ever had the Captain Crunch? They don't call it this because of like legal reasons, but the Captain Crunch chicken fingers.
I've never eaten at Planet Hollywood.
What? You've never been to Planet Hollywood?
It's too expensive.
Really? It's no more expensive than like any other tourist trap.
Yeah, but Earl of Sandwich is right there.
Well, they have these chicken tenders. It's an appetizer, I believe, that they, like the bread coating, it's Captain Crunch cereal. It's really good. Just saying. It's fantastic. I love Planet Hollywood. $25 million renovation. That's massive. And yeah, so... And apparently it's going to be like an attraction in and of itself. They've got millions spent on audio-visual equipment. They're saying it's going to be much more than a restaurant. We'll see. I don't know if there's an opening date yet, though.
Soon.
I hope soon. Like October soon?
Soon.
Okay. We don't know. If you know, leave a comment below. And now something that I had no idea about. This kind of popped up. Did you hear in advance anything about Disney PhotoPass Day?
No,
because I thought of you as I was like, oh, photo opportunities with characters.
I was like, what is this?
It was a Friday, so you couldn't be there, I assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was like International Photo Day, like just one of those made up holidays. So Disney was like, well, we're gonna make it Disney PhotoPass Day. And that's what they did on Friday, the 19th? Yeah, yes. August 19th. And Walt Disney World especially had a lot of characters out. At the Magic Kingdom, you can meet Pinocchio with Gideon and Foulfellow. At Epcot, you can meet Mushu and Mulan, Snow White and Dopey, and Alice with the Queen of Hearts. Here, I don't know if we necessarily had rare characters, but they did have like Disney PhotoPass challenges where if you went and got photos at certain places by a Disney PhotoPass photographer, you could get like free downloads or free prints and all that stuff. And it just seemed very like last minute.
Yeah, because I knew nothing about it.
I had heard nothing about it, and yeah, I don't think anybody reported on this until that day. And I was like, oh, all right. I heard like the line for Mushu and Mulan were like 3 hours.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Probably.
Who does that? Pat, you do that, don't you? Sometimes. Who would you do that? Who would you wait 3 hours for?
Hercules.
Oh, really?
On Pegasus.
Ooh, does that ever happen?
No.
Is there a walk around Pegasus?
No, you just get one of the Clydesdales and take wings to him.
Oh, goodness. If that ever happens?
I mean, we obviously, the Headless Horseman rides a horse, so just like get another one and like put wings on him.
Yeah, might be animal cruelty.
It'll be fine.
It's
for art.
Oh, well, then that makes it all right. It's crazy. Another one of these random things that Disney does, AP Days.
AP Days, coming back.
Coming back to Disney California Adventure. Now, was that a year ago?
No.
Okay. Because
it was in like February.
Okay, because I read this and I was just like, don't even tell me it's been a year since that happened. Like, that's nuts. Yeah. It hasn't, thankfully. It's going to be back at Disney California Adventure, and it's going to be September 6th through October 2nd in Stage 12, and at the Paradise Garden Gazebo, you can get character meet and greets and new buttons. If you remember, they put out like a set of 4 AP Day buttons that came out every Monday. A new button came out. And recipe cards, which is kind of the most random thing ever. Yeah. I don't know where that idea came from.
You're wasting trees.
Well, maybe some people cook it. I don't know. If you've made one of the recipes, let us know. Send us a photo of you eating the food with your mouth closed, though, because that'd be gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just an interesting giveaway. Oh, recipe cards. Sure.
Why not?
Although I did keep the Monte Cristo recipe card because everybody needs a little Blue Bayou Monte Cristo in their life.
And did you make it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because not
at all.
I get so ill eating those things. I can't even finish half of a Monte Cristo.
I can finish half.
I
only go there for fries. So.
For French fries?
Yeah, pommes delicious.
Is this the only place they have them?
Yeah.
Oh, I go for the Monte Cristo.
And the pommes frites.
And the atmosphere. And the new light up menus.
Oh, Blue Bay. I French Cafe at Weld, Monte Cristo and pommes frites.
Okay.
But yeah, new light up menus. They look like you're holding iPads.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a surprise to me. If you don't know what we're talking about, at the Blue Bayou, it's very dark in there.
It's super dark.
And now when you open up the menu, it like lights up. It's lit from behind, and you can read without like leaning into a candle. It's great, but it's shocking if you're not familiar with it.
That's when you're riding pirates, and you're like, why does everyone have iPads?
Yeah, right. That's what it kind of looks like. And of course, guess what else they're going to have at these AP Days?
More popcorn.
No, I didn't see any mention of popcorn and drinks.
I know, that's the best part.
Yeah, you loved the free food. I forgot all about that. No, they'll have special merchandise you can purchase.
I don't want that.
So you can buy T-shirts that say AP Days, DCA, and stuff like that.
No.
Maybe, you never know. Maybe the popcorn and water will come back. But yeah, I have nothing against them. I just think it's funny. It's going to be like one of those things like, oh, we got nothing going on. Oh, the 60th is over. What are we going to do? AP Days. All right.
Remember when we took away Paint the Night? Yeah. Here's AP Days.
Here's some free popcorn and water. You're happy now, right? Okay. Speaking of Paint the Night,
yeah,
little float over in Tokyo that you saw.
Yeah.
DreamLights.
Dreamlight Parade.
Yeah, I've heard great things about this.
It's great. It's like not as like hip and new as Paint the Night, but if you like mashed Main Street Electrical and Paint the Night together,
it still uses older technology.
Still uses like LED bulbs, but like
oh, it is LED
or like whatever the bulbs they use for Main Street.
Oh, so not LED.
No,
LED is Paint the Night.
Yeah, it's like the bulbs, but like cooler floats.
Okay, how's the music? It's not bow.
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Well, DreamLights Parade is getting 5 new floats. 5 kind of new floats.
Are they taking away any?
I assume yes.
Because
here
it is a long parade already.
I assume they're taking away floats, but I did not read anything about it.
You know, I would be fine if we get Tokyo Dreamlight Parade.
Yeah, I would be cool with that too. I've heard great things. I'd be fine with Spectro Magic. I'd be fine with a lot of stuff. But yeah, 5 new floats. This is going to be the 4th update to the parade because it premiered in 2001. So Tokyo updates their parades quite a bit. Just saying. I'm just saying, Pat.
He's just saying.
By the way, this past weekend, no Tinkerbell float in Paint the Night. At least not on Saturday night.
There was that on Sunday.
Ugh. Tinkerbell wasn't flying. And it's bad enough that like one of my favorite floats isn't there, but if Tinkerbell's float isn't there, you know what the parade starts with?
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. I guess it's like
the worst section.
Yeah, it's like, well, maybe we can get the worst stuff over first, but still, I was kind of like, oh man, it's a bummer my favorite float isn't here.
That unit just needs more. It needs like some like people out front or behind it.
I feel like Pixar's really hard to fit into parades because they're not musically driven. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like a parade is very musically driven.
Yes.
And you can try to incorporate like the score of a film into the music as much as you want, but it just never feels right. At least in my opinion, it doesn't. I feel like that's the big problem with it. But in any case, but like the Cars thing works because it actually has a song. There's like no songs in Monsters Inc., are there? I don't think there's a single song. We need some Randy Newman singing on piano like a Muppet type of thing going on.
Okay.
That needs to happen.
Sure.
Anywho, Dreamlights, yes, they're getting the Frozen Ice Castle as part of the parade. They're getting a Cinderella pumpkin carriage and ballroom. Now, these are supposedly updated floats. These have existed, but they're updating them. And then Beauty and the Beast has 2 floats. These are updates as well. At one point, they were taken out because Aladdin's floats replaced them. I don't know.
Good.
I don't know what the Aladdin ones. Yeah, I don't know if these are replacing Aladdin or if they're an addition. Sounds like the parade might be getting longer. But in any case, yeah, Dreamlights Parade, Tokyo. That's happening.
It's a good parade.
Do you have any other news?
I don't think so.
Is that the news? We covered it?
I think we got all of it.
Do you know what that means?
It's trivia time!
Now, before we get to trivia, well, this is trivia related.
Okay.
But we have a correction from last week. Yeah, Pat, you said the winged jaguar in, what's her name?
Elena of Avalor.
Yeah, you said the name of the winged jaguar was Zuzo?
Yeah.
Well, Jessica Rivera writes in and just correcting you.
Oh.
So, Jessica, this is for you. Zuzo's a fox. And the winged jaguars, which are called jacquins, are the national symbol of Avalor. According to Jessica.
Well, I read mine from the internet, and the internet doesn't lie, so...
I'm assuming Jessica watches the show because she was pretty adamant about this. If Jessica's wrong, leave a comment and correct Jessica, and we'll correct her on a future episode.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm going to trust her over you, though. Considering you've never seen Elena of Avalor.
I saw her at Magic Kingdom.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Only in video.
Exactly.
That doesn't count. Does that count?
Sure.
Okay. Well, just want to get that out there. Also, well, it is trivia time. Do you want to ask me a question or shall I ask you first?
I don't know.
I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Actually, this comes from a viewer as well who left a comment on YouTube. BryFGR. Thank you for this question. You were talking last week about Hunchback of Notre Dame. And how there's a deaf actor who's going to be in it. And you brought up, what's that show called?
Spring Awakening.
Spring Awakening. That's not the trivia. There's a connection between the Disney theatrical production of Hunchback of Notre Dame and the revival of Spring Awakening. Do you know what the connection is?
Well, Andy Mintus Is it? Am I going the right direction?
No.
Oh.
I know what you're saying. You're going to say Andy Mientus just married Michael Arden?
Yeah, kind of. And then he was in the revival of Spring Awakening.
Yeah, no, that's not where I'm going.
But I did it.
That doesn't really count. Andy Mientus was not in Hunchback. He just married Quasimodo. Mm-hmm. No. Any other guesses?
No.
Michael Arden. It's related to Michael Arden.
Well, he directed Spring Awakening, though.
Boom.
Yeah, he directed the ASL version.
There you go.
Yeah, I knew that, too.
Well, why didn't you say it? Michael Arden.
Because I remember them being like, oh, he's like, because Andy was in it, and he was like, oh, he's directing his fiance.
Yeah. So, Michael Arden, who is the original Quasimodo for the Disney theatrical production of Hunchback of Notre Dame, directed that ASL production of Spring Awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knew it,
but kind of didn't.
No.
I guess knew it, but didn't know where I was going.
No, there's multiple connections. You said name a connection, well, I could name like 3.
That's a very backward. That's like 6 degrees of separation.
It's like 1 degree.
Whatever. It's a degree. This one was much closer. In any case, that's your trivia. What's mine?
Yay. So you were just talking about...
True. False. True.
All right. That's it. Thank you guys for
watching. Was I right or wrong?
We were just talking about the different parades.
Yeah.
Main Street Electrical, Paint the Night, Tokyo Dreamlights, and you mentioned the common theme throughout all those parades and music. Yeah. Do you know the name of that tune? Oh,
it's the Baroque Hoedown.
That's it.
Boom, diggity. It's not an original tune. For those of you who think that's the theme to the Main Street Electrical Parade, it's not. It's the Baroque Hoedown. Mm-hmm. Yeah, excellent. Before we go, I do want to mention we got a contest.
We do.
Yes, Lauren, who has a shop on Etsy called Pop Shop. SHOPPE is how you spell shop. She does a lot of like pop culture products, but she does a lot of Disney stuff. So we are doing a contest for a Little Mermaid tote bag, some DCA magnets, and a Disney notebook that she created. You can check all of that out over at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. Click on the contest page. The links for her shop are there as well, so you can check out all the different things that she does. But make sure you go there because it's a pretty cool giveaway. Go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com.
Yeah.
And we got a shout out to Summy J. Hi, Summy J.
Hello.
Thank you for leaving us a 5-star written review on iTunes. If you want a shout out on the show, that's all you got to do. Go to iTunes, leave a 5-star written review, and you can get one as well. Summy J, you just got yours. I got another shout out.
Another one.
Tyler Durham. Thank you so much for sending in your Disney artwork. It is now on our Tumblr blog.
Ooh.
So you can go there and check out Tyler's handy little artwork there. And do you have any shout outs you want to give? No?
Hey, Mom.
Hello, Mrs. Dougal. Linda, what's up?
She doesn't watch this.
I'm sure she doesn't. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for us. I think that's going to do it for us this week. Of course, between episodes, you can connect with us in places like
Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, SoundCloud, and our blog post on Tumblr,
where you can find artwork from viewers. Yay! And everything is at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. Make sure you check out the contest and enter. Have a fantastic week, everybody. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
It made me laugh. Anyway, let's move on to some really big news. The classic Main Street Electrical Parade is leaving Walt Disney World. October 9th, I believe, right? Yep, October 9th.